Hello, and welcome back to this Hardspace Shipbreaker run. We're going to be starting on a new ship today, because this one is all but done. We're still at hazard level 5. I like javelins. Javelins are interesting because they have like 2 separate sections in them that need to be entered separately. So, you know, you've doubled the explosive decompression options. Okay. Tethers. We have no tethers. Okay, so let's... Whoa. So let's start by buying some tethers. Alright. But you should always start just by grabbing the easy stuff, like the stuff that just gets pulled off, right? Nice and simple. Alright, now the other benefit for tethers is these things here. So these things, as you can see, you can pull them off. Now they are really slow to move, like they're very high mass, so I just like to tether them. And the thing is, you don't have to manually remove them at all. You can tether them straight away. So from here to here, and that's done. That's going to pull its way loose. Poof, and away it goes. Oh, looks like this has been decompressed already. I guess we're still in the early stages, so yeah, it's still gonna keep things relatively easy for us. You and you, and away you go. So we're gonna ignore the $600 ladder because it's junk. No, they didn't decompress already. Interesting. Okay. So there's a little shuttle over on that side. Okay, do we have an atmospheric regulator? So we want to turn off the atmosphere that's in here. Well, we want to, there we go. We want to actually safely remove it. The other reason for that is because on the other side of this wall, there we go, there's no atmosphere. So now we can pop that, and we can pop that, and we can pop that. Excellent. Okay. So now we're fully open to space. In pretty much all directions. Nice. And that's just going to keep things simple for us. Prevent us from being, like, exploded out into space. Which is, you know, generally a bad thing. Clear, and off it goes. Not quite the right direction, but there we go. Alright. And these are just yanking fire, right? So I'm just like tapping the right mouse button just to get it clear, and then hitting F to send it on its way. No, I don't want to be that close. should be an atmosphere. There is a regulator. This is just junk. You'll get an achievement for firing trash off into the trash area. 5 turns your flashlight on and off. Flashlight, headlamp, whatever you want to call it. There is no downside to having it on, so, you know, turn it on. There we go, and you're out of here. Tethers are all about fire and forget, right? For the most part, once you've hooked them up, if you've taken a moment to set them up correctly, you don't need to worry about what's on the other side anymore. Is there any more? Nope. Okay. So this thing here, all of this is explosive. These fuel pipes, if they're yellow, they have fuel in them. Pull the switch, and they don't have fuel in them. So even though there's a cut point there, if there's fuel in there, you will blow yourself up. So, you know, turn off the fuel before you cut them. Because we're going to want to get these engines. Curious what it looks like when you try to cut a fuel line before you've removed the fuel, you can experiment on your own time. Thank you very much. I'm not going to entertain you with that. At least not today. If I get 50 comments saying, "Hey Brian, show us what it's like to cut an fuel line that has not been shut down," okay, I'll do it. 50 distinct comments. No, distinct users. What's that you say? Me fishing for comments? I would never. There we go. So you could, of course, just cut one loose and then pull one loose, but because you're inside the structure, it's going to be more time efficient to do everything from the inside out first. This is one of the few games where I do care a little bit about efficiency. Normally that's not something I could be bothered worrying about. Certainly not optimizing efficiency. But there's no harm in being, you know, just a little bit efficient. Are you in or are you out? You were out. There we go, now you're in. I like to leave that fuel tank till the very end when I've removed everything else around it. And now we're going to go in here. And again, I want to try and vent the atmosphere. I like venting, removing as much atmosphere as possible from the ship, simply because it avoids accidental explosive decompression pressure later on when I'm maybe paying less attention. You know, you just get it dealt with. Okay, now I believe the red light there means there's no atmosphere on the other side. Oh, there is atmosphere on the other side. Huh. I don't really want atmosphere on the other side. Can I... I don't see a regulator in there. Oh, there's one right there, right in front of me. So if I were to pop that and then open this door, it would be a bit of a pain. But we'll open the door. Do you have a regulator? You do not. So the thing is, if I pop this regulator, that door's going to close automatically. Which I suppose is... And now I'm going to open this door, and I'm going to hold on for dear life. And everything's fine. Whoops. Thank you. There's some data. There's a fuse. Pretty sure I saw a couple of other things. Yeah, there we go. I'm pretty sure I saw some things floating past this window, this door. No, just my imagination. Fair enough. Now everything's been decompressed. Excellent. And now we can deal with these engines, and we still have this baby level 1 reactor. Now I believe the thruster is attached to the cap on the outside. Yeah. Alright. That's not a big deal, that's just my cutter going past 75% and needing repair. There we go. And you are going to the processor. Reset the processor, thank you. And you will likewise go to the processor. 3 minutes. I'm not sure that I can get the reactor. Oh yeah, no, I can get the reactor out of here in 3 minutes. It's only a level 1. Oh, the oxygen depth. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Do I want to get oxygen for 2 minutes of work? I don't. So I'm gonna wrap this shift up here. That was close. That was closer than is safe. We'll end that shift there. It was a productive shift. 5 million. And we're going to repair the cutter, and then we're just going to go straight back out. So, I could have gotten the oxygen, had another 2 minutes to maximize the amount that I'm out there for. But frankly, I'm annoyed at having to do that. I'm annoyed at having to buy the oxygen. And oxygen is good for me now for like, I don't know, 12, 13 minutes. So 80% of that would be wasted. So screw you, Lynx. I am not buying oxygen to essentially throw 80% of it away. You don't deserve the money. I'm not giving it to you. Okay. We can afford to pull this off now, because like those doors are open. We want them to stay open forever. So now it's safe to pull those off. Do not pull those off until you're absolutely certain you don't want to open/close a door again. Or you will be a very sad person. Alright, we're basically just going to peel this like an onion. You can break this ring down into pieces, right? They break apart into 2 parts if you want. I don't care for that. Whoops, wrong button. Whoa, 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 whoa. And we're just going to move that up there so it's out of the way. And I think we're going to have to move this back a bit first. And now we can aim it up. Is connected way at the back. Oop. It's connected here. You know, it's mostly a very chill game, you know, except when it isn't. Whoa, whoa, a little bit too fast there. Oh no, I think that's them all. Okay. Oh, I'm upside down. That's the problem. There's our thingy. Send it like a frisbee. Alrighty, let's cut those, and then we're gonna grab you and send you over here. We kind of want to play safe. We want to make sure stuff doesn't accidentally go into the furnace, because again, that will just be a sad situation. You're gonna break on me, or you're gonna? I think you're gonna break on me. Been red for a long time. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't matter too much because it's gone far enough that it's past the furnace. Kind of the same with this one. Once they're halfway, they're fine. What's our mass we're looking at here? We're looking at our 45. Yeah, okay, they're separate. So what I'm looking at is, you see where it says panel nanocarbon? Just underneath, you see the kilograms, the total mass that it's connected to, like the. So I've talked about this before. So that's the number of the contiguous mass, like all the mass that's connected. If that number is changing when you're moving over two parts that are right beside each other, they're not connected to each other. This guy here is 37, and then if we look at this in here, that's 38,000, so we know this isn't connected either. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. Now that you're free and clear, I'm going to connect you up to there. And likewise. I mean, I could have hit Y to cancel the tethers that were pulling him towards the back wall, but I didn't want to. Okay. Air filter. Don't you go into the panel? Into the barge? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I just couldn't see because of the colors. Now, this is pretty helpful because it now gives us a hole into that room with which we can remove stuff. Rather than having to like cut off a whole side panel, which is almost always a pain in the rear. Get out of here, table. No one wants you. Oh, you didn't go in? Well, okay, I almost lost a whole bunch of money. I'm going to grab the top terminal first. Oh, you all connected now. Okay. There was a time when those two things were not connected. Those were two distinct objects. It's funny, we want to keep chairs, but we don't want to keep tables. What's this at the back here? Oh, that's my atmosphere regulator. You're not going to come off. So these pipes won't pop off by themselves, but these will. The storage bins will. And once they pop off, they loosen the pipe as well. Now, I don't know if that'll fit, but it will once it rotates. Like so. Like so? Not like so. Now it will. Wrong button. Now, I am of the opinion that that shouldn't have hit me, but doesn't really matter what my opinion is, it hit me. Hit her, there we go. We're gonna get some oxygen. And we're gonna patch the suit for safety purposes. I just need to pause that because I need to rub my eye. There we go. Let's say to here. Yeah, keep going, buddy, don't stop. Now I think I've cleaned out most of this room. Oh, and the reason I needed 2 minutes is, remember, I've got one of the upgrades for my suit where it'll absorb oxygen if I'm in an oxygen environment. So that's That's why my tank ran out with 5 minutes left here, but with only 2 minutes left in the last time, like yesterday. I need you to go into the processor. Okay, and then I think we're done with this little structure. Looks like we are. Everything else here, except for the light, is going into the trash. I don't really care for the lights, but I was pointed at it anyway, so there we go. Lights are not worth your while. Okay, let's check the externals of this structure. Do we have another door panel control unit? We do not. Hope you all don't get motion sick. Alright, we are good. So now this whole section is going to the furnace, but this bit here, also furnace, so that can all stay connected. Technically this does too, but it's going to be a pain in the ass to cut it off. So we're just going to cut some sections off here. We're just going to cut it loose. And now this whole thing can go into the furnace. That was overkill, but you know, let's get it out of here. And that frees us up now to deal with the rest of this. So we want to be careful here. We want to get just close enough to hit the cut points, but we do not want to hit the wall behind it. It wouldn't be that big a deal because we've depressurized the wall behind it already, but you know, you want to be careful. Here we want to be positioned. So if we clip this thing, it's going to go boom. We have a little bit of give, so what we want to do is we want to make sure that whatever's behind the beam is something we don't care about burning, right? So we're going to hit that pipe, or that strut. And you can see, the first time I did it, I held on too long. Oh no, you're still all connected. Oh boy. Now. Oh, are you separated? Oh, you are. I think in later ships, all of that structure is connected. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, right. We gotta cut these pipes off, though. Or are you... Oh, no, you're already disconnected. Okay, we're golden. We're just low on time. So out you come. Come on. Yeah, we good? Excellent. Goodbye. Are you connected to something? You are. Yeah. So again, we want to kind of just cut this. Just to get rid of it. Oh, I didn't get both. There we go. Goodbye. Now we're just going to let the timer run out. And we're going to be earning less money per shift because we've really gotten rid of all the big ticket items. The outer structure is still quite valuable. Like the hull of the ship is still quite valuable. But you know, that's going to be in aggregate. There's not going to be anything quite as big or valuable as has gone before. And let me just check my gear. I don't think anything needs repair. No, 80%. We're fine. And I'm not going to worry about upgrading anything right now. I'm going to wait until the whole ship is done and we get all the bonuses. Yes, continue salvaging my initial. I don't know why that popped up. That kind of freaked me out. I thought there for a moment I'd misclicked and was about to toss the rest of the ship. Ugh. Somebody's out of tethers. Might as well buy some fuel on here as well. Fuel and tethers. Oh, the other one got stuck way back there. Okay. Let's try that. Alright, so this whole thing should be... Yeah, it's too big for me to move. Right, okay. It's too big for me to move just using the, whatever the hell this thing is called. But the tethers will move it just fine. Now, you can cut all 4 of those loose if you want. That's going to make your life kind of awkward, because then you got to handle each of them independently. You know, it's not that big a deal. So I'm actually going to cut everything right now, because I want your man to stop going in that direction, and I want him to come back this direction. And you can get out of here as well. Probably should have done that one first, because that, yeah, left it too long. All right. Now we want to get to the outside, to the externals. I'm just going to grab these posters. It's not because I want the posters, it's because I don't want to fire them into the barge. They're a pain in the rear. They're too small. I can't remember if they're valuable. Like egg on my face if they're super valuable, eh? Don't need to take that one out, so... And when your gear is sufficiently upgraded, you don't need to do it like one, this outer hull, you don't need to do it like one ring at a time, you do 2 rings at a time. So what I started doing was taking off the front of this ship, and then I stopped because I'm thinking, no, I can just leave that attached to the next ring and then just do it as one big lump. That's why I stopped doing that and started moving back. So now, it's better to do as much as possible in one go. course correction. And we're good. Nope. Too far. Nope. Friggin' inertia. Okay. So I'm not going to pop these to take that later. I'm going to look at this one here. So we're gonna pop these instead. Where is the next one? The next one is down here. Now we should be good. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. May have to use tethers though to pull it off. Okay, pressing the white button would help. I kind of wish the text on this would change color to keep it visible. Yep, we're good. Okay, so I'm just gonna kill that immediately because I don't want it out any farther than it currently is. Because that will do the job. It's gonna be slow, so we're gonna throw a second tether on there. Just to give it an extra little push. Oh no. Oh no, it made it in, it bounced. Okay. Mouse slipped and I thought I destroyed it. Are you guys connected in any other way? Nope, this one is now loose. Oh no, I lost 3,000 credits because the light was still connected. The horror! Oh, yeah, no, that was unnecessary. Okay, 12K means you're still connected to stuff. Yeah, you are right there. How do we want to do this? Because these middle bits, yeah, are going into the processor, so yeah, we don't want them connected to the thing, the structure that's going to be the furnace. Do we want to empty what's out of here while it's stable? I do want to empty out what's in that while it's stable. Can you get out of the way, please? So now either we try to fit everything out through these tiny doors, or we cut a chunk of structure off. So we're going to grab the easy stuff first and then we're going to make a decision. Yeah, you can leave it alone because that's part of the airlock and that's just going to go with the airlock. Well, low oxygen, yeah. So those computers are going to be difficult to get out. So we're gonna cut the floor. Right after we get some oxygen. I know. all calm down. Okay. So these panels are all held on by up to 8 of these structure pieces. So if you look here, you'll see there's a 53 kilogram structure piece, right? And the corners often count. So like, for example, watch, I'm going to get rid of this other piece here. Just to illustrate it, I'm going to leave the corners alone. Okay, now, see it says 11,000, so that's still connected, right? And you might think, but no, it's disconnected from everything. And just I'm not sure, if the computers are touching the floor, they will also connect it. So we're gonna, what the hell? We're gonna cut all of these loose. So none of them are like holding the floor down. Just to be sure, I'm pretty confident on. So now there's nothing touching the floor and the wall that's securing them together. But we can still see that it's still connected, right? Let's get that computer before it goes on a wander. So it's actually holding that together are these corner pieces, which, you know, one would think they're not securing anything, but it's a video game, so they are. So you can see here, they say 11518, the corner says 11518, again just underneath where it says structure, which means they are connected. And we're still at 11,000 kilos, but if we pop this, the panel is still connected to something. Well, that's frustrating. So it could be that one of those other walls is connected. And that is a pain in the rear. So what we're going to do instead is we're just going to cut the thing. We're just going to cut a hole. There we go. Done and done. Could have done that right at the start. It's just less clean. You're still connected? What the? Oh, it's the ladder. I bet it's the ladder. It was the ladder. The ladder was screwing me. Uh-oh, I have managed to move the whole 11-ton ship by nudging it with a couple of 100 kilos of a panel. I have complained about that enough already. I'm not going to complain about it here now. Just hear my sigh. Oops. Get out of here. Alright, now for from above, we can easily just pump these guys down to the barge where we need them to be. And is that them all? I think that's them all. Look around. Yep, that's them all. Alright. Do I have any structure floating around in space? I don't. Ugh, we're gonna have to go one more day to finish this. There's no way I finish this in the next 20 seconds. Absolutely no way. Yeah, I'm not even gonna finish the cutting job. Yeah. Cool, we're up a rank. So there's very little money left in this ship, but I still don't want to incur, shall we say, a loss for the day. So I'm gonna get rid of all the structure. I'm gonna get rid of as much as I can. Oh, there we go. We're finally getting class 2 reactors and environmental control units and coolant. Good times. Don't care about that. Can we move on? All right. Okay, here Weaver's telling us about this stuff right there. Oh no, we're gonna do training. Oh, here's Hal, the strike breaker. Hal sucks, but I mean, he's a strike breaker, so of course he does. Let me finish this ship. And I guess, I mean, in fairness, if you're for your first time playing, you really do need the training for the class 2 reactors, because they're quite different from what came before. I'm just saying, I don't want to do the training because I've done it before. I am quite comfortable dealing with class 2 reactors. Can I? Oh, I can just maneuver you. That's good. So this whole block is just going into the furnace. Bye-bye! And if that whole block were to end up in the processor, I mean, I'd get less money, but I also don't really care. Are you loose or are you attached? You're attached. And there we go. That's all I needed to do to get this done. But if I quit right here, like if I ended today's session right there, I would be at a net loss for the day. And, you know, in fairness, there's still quite a bit of money left here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the training mission off camera. Because you lot don't need to see that. It's not interesting. It's quite dull. Okay, so you're going to run into these double airlocks relatively frequently from here on out. And here's what I'd suggest. This is going to the processor. This is going to the processor. So leave them connected. Don't cut them loose. Like, unless you really want to, there's no need to cut them loose. Sometimes, you know, you need to work in such a way that you cut them loose. And this panel underneath, that should go into the furnace. It's only 28k. I mean, it's a bit of a pain to free up. The best way to free it up for the maximum is actually going at it horizontally, like so. And it wasn't worth 28,000, and I just cut 27.9,000 free, and then the rest. Oh bloody hell! Did I get it exactly? Holy crap! I got it exactly. That's very unusual. Usually I leave a sliver behind. Uh, don't expect to ever see me do that again. That was ridiculous. Actually, do I need to cut anything loose here? I guess that needs to come to the furnace as well. Okay, so yeah, we need to... There we go. Wrong button again. Bloody hell, Brian. And we're done now. Go on, off you go. Let's move it. Well, I think that's everything. No, that's not everything. There's something over there. I think it's something that goes to the furnace. It is. 720 credits worth. Alright, so now we're going to go down to the barge level and just make sure there's nothing just sitting ever so slightly above the barge that should be in the barge. Because that's the kind of stuff that'll drive you mad. Now we're good. Everything that's supposed to be in is in. Alright, and as we can see from the completion level in the top right corner, we're good. So we're going to wrap it up there. Too fast. I know we're gonna exit because we're done. How many tethers? My tethers are good. And then we're gonna look at some upgrades. So 1.5 mil. Because we lose like half a mil every day in expenses. Didn't we just have this conversation? Yeah, we did. I guess he repeated it because I left before he finished. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. If I read those, I have read those. Okay. And here's do we still get LT out of this? I'm at 119. No. I used to... I think in the early access you got extra links tokens out of those. Don't anymore. There we go. I need to get a circuit to continue on that. Okay. Anything need repairs? Not really. Okay, let's look at our upgrades. We've got 119 points. We've got quite a few. So it's actually the grapple. I almost always want to upgrade the grapple more than anything else. That makes the grapple stronger. These are tethers. This gives us 10 more tethers. Also, this is going to refill our tethers. So that's a win. This makes them last longer. Yes, please. And we're out of points. Okay. And I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm going to do the training mission off camera because the tutorial is just going to frustrate me and there's no need for that to be recorded. So I'll see you next time when we're doing a new ship. Alright, talk to you then.